Myra told me today that at the
I don't see it. I mean, I had
Oh,
to.
because Bob was like, I'm not gonna talk to them.
I'm fine.
Them as CEO.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Well, if it's
Then we-
something
maybe we can
important.
go to the Uber bus. If you'll be okay losing the bus for us.
She did when I forgot to put the
So just.
motion on some.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
And we had
so it's have 4 registrations for assessed price. So I'm just gonna do all the registrations at
Yes,
one time.
yeah.
And I've already observed. So it'll just be a matter of, maybe not. So don't register, don't book a
Okay,
hotel
don't do
room,
anything.
because I've already got it. Right?
Yes.
So we're on.
Okay. I didn't join.
And you know.
Oh, no,
don't have anyone.
I'll join the.
Like yesterday.
But I'll sign, so I can watch.
Okay.
I'll sign.
Yesterday. There was an event on,
Hello, how are you?
Very cool, celebrating the new attorney that was hired. We read that on the road back.
So we're.
Yeah, everything. Oh,
So I just said, we're lead.
Yeah, I was.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I didn't know, because I like.
You never know.
No, I'm gonna sit over there. I gotta get up there.
I'm trying to.
You know.
Oh, we go to- okay.
No.
Well, I will just want me to mention, so I'll just mention very briefly, to say that you're the. Leading it, I'm gonna speak towards, I think. So. Yeah. You're. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I guess we don't. I like your happy.
Yeah, now.
I can't believe we're coming back.
Get away.
No,
That's right. Kelly, I don't know if you know my chief of staff, Kelly.
I'm just hoping that what's gonna happen is.
She's my son, so all that.
That's not happening.
So Kelly, we're in a meeting.
Yeah.
So that's.
It's a shame though.
Too much.
I saw talking to Chris. Yeah, sure, what do you want? We can do this.
Don't sign us up for anything.
I learned real quick.
But yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I think it's expensive.
So, and.
I will.
Okay. And I think they're suing DC for.
Just the spot. Lift it out.
Yeah.
I know.
We spent about an hour talking.
Yeah.
And,
See,
you know,
it's going back to the old stuff. No. You too.
Yeah. She's good.
Yeah, I just have to. Oh, that's.
Cell phone.
I'm good. Okay.
Good, good. You know, you're in there.
No, that's one.
Oh, it just brought my mind, right?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I did when I was.
Y'all let her give the report tonight?
Yeah, no, we give her a shot. This is her audition.
Oh, my goodness. I'm
Right.
You know, y'all I'm not here anymore, so y'all
No, she don't wanna hang out with us.
can't invite her anymore.
I remember I asked.
We had 23 days.
Right, I just didn't know.
here.
If maybe-
I didn't see all those. How are you?
I was here.
I wasn't here when they were.
Okay. You must say early or late.
I was here a little later. Well, I grabbed the top of We do, let's do that.
You know, the behavior. It's like.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are
Next to
you?
you. I just assumed I was next to you. I don't know. What do you think about that?
You know, always great,
But then there's more,
always great.
you know. How does that task?
What do you think about?
I think it's, I think it's excellent. Let's see who else is next to us.
Would you like for?
These are beauties and children. We'll see. Switch that one around. You okay?
So bad.
How are you? City of Manassas. Yeah, I hear good things, so, yeah, that's good.
We're trying. How are you, my lady?
Good, how are you? Now.
No, no, seriously. How about you?
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing for him. I wasn't able to get it done.
Hi, how are you?
But in 4 years, we never have it all.
Right, that's.
Actually, we're all trying to get. That's the plan now.
The only thing is, we gotta get.
That's the last piece.
That's the one.
I'm leaving at 8
I think this is awesome because.
Mr. Chair.
Very important meeting.
Oh my God. This is.
Right, so.
Happy, May.
You know why it's gonna happen?
Sure. Okay, we'll go with it.
Sharon finds all those little things for me because they matter. Well, they say appointed.
Do you see how Bob is transformed?
Wait,
Got the better one. He said it's gonna be.
How are you?
Well, I was
in my note.
How are you? Good. You're right here, I think, yeah.
No, it's just more exciting.
I can't, I know, I never. How are you? Yeah, I'm getting my feet wet.
So what is this?
I don't know, I haven't been over there.
I know. I would say that, thank you so much, I appreciate it.
We may have to do that. That's gonna be the statement.
I don't think we've talked to in decades. How are you? Well, no, I just,
It's not Mexican food.
Oh.
Yeah.
Purple, yeah, it's a little golden.
Yeah.
Good job.
We'll see. After the.
Cushion New York.
Yes, yes, yes.
How are you? Okay, I'll be trying to.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just.
That's
I
why
want to make
Hard copies. I did. He said
Take it over the chair. No. 40, I'll give you now.
the day. Mr. Chairman, it is 7:01 and we have four.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this PRTC meeting to order. Public access is being provided by live streaming the meeting on PRTC's YouTube channel. This information was on PRTC's website, Facebook page, at the Transit Center, as well as being advertised in Inside Nova and the Freelance Star. Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, should I get into the roll now, or do we have anyone online? Any?
No one is participating virtually.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so we'll go ahead and call the roll.
Victor Angry,
Here.
Andrea Bailey.
Here.
Kenny Bodie, Margaret Franklin.
Here.
Janine Lawson, Yesley Vega. Here. Pete Canlon, Maggie Hansford, Kalai Kandasamy.
Here.
Karen Mills, Kim Short.
Here.
Ann Wheeler, Tanisha Allen, Monica Gary.
Here.
Meg Bunky, Pamela Young, Pamela Sabeski.
Here.
Ralph Smith,
Here.
Jeanette Rischel,
Here.
Preston Banks, Alana Mensing, Daryl Moore, Matthew Kelly, Jason Graham, Deborah Frazier, Lori Hayes. Here. Tim McLaughlin, David Ross, Jennifer DeBrule, Todd Horsley.
Here.
Grant Sparks, George Barker. Mr. Chairman, we do have a quorum.
All right, thank you, ma'am. If I can get a motion for the approval agenda. Now, the motion has been properly second. Who's my second? Ms. Short, Ms. Short, okay.
Victor Angry,
Aye.
Andrea Bailey,
Aye.
Margaret Franklin.
Aye.
Yesley Vega. Kalai Kandasamy.
Aye.
Kim Short.
Aye.
Monica Gary.
Aye.
Pamela Sabeski.
Aye.
Jeanette Rischel.
Yes.
Lori Hayes.
Aye.
Todd Horsley.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, that motion is approved.
All right, thank you, ma'am. And now if I can get a motion for the approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion, been properly seconded.
Was that a motion by Franklin and a second by Gary? Thank you.
All right, please call the roll.
Victor Angry,
Aye.
Andrea Bailey,
Aye.
Margaret Franklin,
Aye.
Yesley Vega, Kalai Kandasamy,
Aye.
Kim Short,
Aye.
Monica Gary,
Aye.
Pamela Sabeski,
Aye.
Jeanette Rischel,
Yes.
Lori Hayes,
I'm abstaining, I wasn't here.
Todd Horsley.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, that motion is approved.
I actually have to abstain. I wasn't here.
Mr. Chairman, if I might, you don't have to abstain from the minutes if you weren't here, but you can abstain. So,
Oh, okay. Either one is fine. then.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for that. All right, so this evening, we have no VRE report. However, we do have a VRE representative in the room. If there's anything that anybody wants to go through, which, thank you, sir, for being present. And so with that, let me see here. That's all VRE information. Blah, blah, blah. If any information is in the packet, so if you've got any questions about it, we'll get those answered for you, okay, to the full commission. So thank you, sir, for being here. Moving right along, public comment time.
Mr. Chairman, no one submitted virtual comments. I'm not sure if there's anyone in the audience, but no one submitted virtual comments.
Okay, do we have any speakers? Okay, we don't have any in the room. This is moving along quite nicely. All right, we're on to consent agenda. Approve consent resolution to approve, okay. Okay, I'm reading through here, this, I got all this stuff in front of me. So can I get a motion for the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion.
Franklin, and second was,
Commissioner Bailey.
thank you. Victor Angry,
Aye.
Andrea Bailey,
Aye.
Margaret Franklin,
Aye.
Yesley Vega, Kalai Kandasamy,
Aye.
Kim Short, Monica Gary,
Aye.
Pamela Sabeski,
Aye.
Jeanette Rischel,
Yes.
Lori Hayes,
Aye.
Todd Horsley, Lee,
Yes.
George Parker.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, that motion is approved.
All right, outstanding. Moving on to executive director assignment, as you can tell, Bob is just.
Which looks very different. Right. I'm Becky Mariner, and I'm the Director of Human Resources, and I am sitting in for Bob this evening. He's at a professional development program that was pre-approved in advance of this meeting for leaders in the DMV. So I'd like to start out the meeting and his comments and introduce to you our new CFO, Chief Financial Officer, Phil Corella. He joined us on April the 25th, and Phil comes to us with over 15 years of finance and grants experience, and previously from Capital District Transportation Authority in Albany, New York. So Phil, I'll let you say a few words if you like.
Sure. I just want to thank everybody for having me. The people here have been wonderful. Warm welcome so far, and very much looking forward to putting my 13 years as a director of finance and then several years as a grants manager to use here and at PRTC. So thank you very much. Look forward to working with everybody here, and I'll keep it short and sweet in the spirit of things.
Right, we love you.
Next, Perrin Palestrant will give us an update on the service and ridership update.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, fellow commissioners. For our March ridership, which we've reported on the commuter side, we were up about 21% from February. And that's primarily due to a lot of people returning back to work. Primarily also at the Pentagon, we're seeing a huge increase in ridership there. On our local bus side, we were up about 6% in March, and the trend is continuing through April. April is we're still getting the final results of it, but we continue to go about 5 to 6% on the commuter side and about 5 to 6% on the local bus side. We just heard this week that Pentagon is further restricting parking. So what that will do is it'll push more people over to slugging and transit. So we're looking forward to seeing what that does in terms of our ridership, which has already been really good there to begin with. I just took a perusal at this week's ridership, and it's already up over last week, and each week seems to go about 3 to 5%. So this is really good news for us. It will continue to see where this goes throughout the summer and then into the fall. Also, real quick, I just wanted, Carolyn's going to mention it, but we did do really well in the state rodeo this year. We had a driver finish in 3rd place, Mr. Eugene James. And one of the things that was even more outstanding about that is the fact that normally they drive diesel buses here. He had to drive an electric bus. Never drove an electric bus before, and those handle a lot differently than the diesel buses. And Chair Angry was there as well, so he got to witness the greatness that took place.
So we'll let you drive. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to recognize one of our employees for an above and beyond. It's Janae Muller time. If you might remember Janae from our meeting last month, if you want to come on up, Janae, she's being recognized for going above and beyond. She presented to our commission and gave an update last month on the DEI working group's progress with our diversity, equity, inclusion strategic plan. And Janae, from the very first meeting, has really stepped up. She's taken notes. She's been involved every step of the way. She goes over and above every day in trying to make sure that what we're doing is helping to make a difference within our organization. And we really appreciate her going above and beyond. Thank you. And also, Janae has the parking spot that says above and beyond out front for the month of May.
I started the part there. I got opinion.
You can get my,
Okay, good job. Okay.
everything stays on my badge.
So I'm gonna tell you what I think you're above and beyond. She spent an hour with me and we ran our mouths for an hour. Y'all know I like to talk. I don't know, I mean, yes.
Okay. Great.
Thank you.
And next we have the Keolis operational update, and Carolyn Null is the Assistant General Manager, and she'll be sharing the update with us today.
Good evening, commissioners and guests. I know a lot of you don't know who I am. But my name is Carolyn Null, and I'm the Assistant General Manager for Keolis. Barbara is home. She actually had a minor injury, so she was not able to make it here today. So she's working from home and recovering. So we've had a busy month last month. So let me get to the point and tell you everything that has been happening at Keolis. First, we want to thank our Executive Director, Bob Snyder, for meeting with our Keolis corporate team who came to town last week to visit the Manassas facility. Actually, they were overwhelmed with the facility. We had about 100 of our corporate team members that came in. We had the CEO was there, VPs were there, and general manager. We gave them a tour, swag bags, and we just delighted them with our presence, and they were excited to visit the facility in Manassas. So they left in good spirits. Unfortunately, the other participants that came, because again, it was 100 of them, they went to PRE and they visited Loudoun County. But other than that, everything went well. So collaboration has been a big win between our two leadership teams, as both teams worked on Earth Day celebration, as the green team picked up trash last month in the community, and we jointly paid together for a water filter downstairs in the maintenance department, so that we can eliminate using plastic water bottles. So good job by the green team. We are aggressively recruiting for bus operators. Our HR manager participated in a job fair last week, and he netted over 20 applicants. Unfortunately, we are still competing with truck drivers and our agency for operators, so we will continue our efforts in recruiting. I'm happy to share with you today that we have put in an application to be a third-party tester with DMV. So we're looking forward to receiving that information so that we can get moving on those efforts on May the 15th. We are still without union representing our operators. In a meeting this week, they did say they have presented information to the Teamsters for representation. In the meantime, Keolis will continue to operate in the status quo. That means that everything will stay the same as far as operations. Okay. This month, we also will undergo a contract compliance audit conducted by our corporate office. And this is to make sure that we are in compliance and operating as we're supposed to with PRTC. Our drivers will be picking a new work schedule on May 16th. New schedules will start on June the 27th. Maintenance down list continues to decline. I'm happy to say that parts are coming in. We originally were at 68, now we're down to 42. So kudos to the maintenance team and Tom Halleck, who is our new maintenance manager that came on board. He's been here roughly now almost 2 months, and he has done a magnificent job. So we're proud of that. We have launched a performing air condition repair campaign to make sure we are prepared for the summer. Unfortunately, about a week ago, our director, Bob, was on one of our buses and the AC went out. So we're gonna make sure that we get going on these ACs. I think for the most part, we're at 90–95%, but unfortunately that part on that vehicle went bad. So we wanna make sure that our passengers do not have to experience an uncomfortable ride. So we will make sure we work diligently on fixing that. Operations team assisted in providing buses at 2 charter events this week. The charter events were held at the Fairfax commuter line and the water reclamation facility, the water plant. Last month, as Karen had mentioned earlier, we participated in the 2022 Virginia State Rodeo in Alexandria. Victor Angry, I heard, was our biggest cheerleader over there for operations and maintenance. Thank you very much. However, Operator James, like Karen has said, he came in 4th place. But due to an official categorizing error, we were notified a few days later that Operator James actually came in 3rd place. And again, And again, as Karen had mentioned, the operators had not driven an electric bus before. So it's amazing. They did a wonderful job. We're very proud of them. And now I would like to introduce our safety manager, Susan Plew, who led the practice and training of our winning coworkers and led Eugene James into third place.
I did invite Eugene James. I guess he's just getting on. How you doing? He should be coming up momentarily. I don't want to hold anybody up, but when he does, I wanted to introduce Eugene James. He's very proud. But thank you for your support. It was a lot of hard work.
And that's all for Keolis.
Good job. That's all the cheers time.
All right. This has been
Thank
a very cool meeting because that was a lot for you. Carolyn, that's your first time, wasn't it? But you did outstanding. Yeah.
I'm nervous because it was so much information, but I'm glad I got it out. Thank you very much.
And
Thank you for
please,
being patient.
I'm pretty sure Barbara's listening, but please let her know we wish her a speedy recovery, and to get her back. So although you hit it out of ballpark. So,
Thank you so much.
we can do
Thank
this
you.
again, I'm sure. All right. All right, well.
That's all the cheers time.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Okay, so we do have 3 action items now. I'm just gonna put this out there. If you read through the 3 action items, if you have no questions, we can wrap these 3 into one motion. Or if you have questions, we can break them out individually. So I would ask the board's flavor on, would you like to roll these into one motion or break them out individually? I don't know if we need a roll on that or straw poll or how we can go about that, or just if silence is compliance and I can move into requesting a motion for the 3.
You could do that, yes, sir.
Outstanding. Can I get a motion for, okay, I have a motion on the floor.
Second.
I have a second. Nancy Dusky,
I do have a comment.
okay, comments?
Yeah, just want to comment on 11.3. Obviously, would be supportive of any expansion of weekend service for our local bus service on the eastern end of the county. And so I just want to put a plug in that I'm thankful that we're doing some public hearings to that effect. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, it's good, it's good. No, I just wanted to say, I agree with Madam Immediate Past Chair. That, and this has been a long time coming, and I know that not only the people on the Eastern Quarter that are working, but the church folk will be very glad about this as well. So thank you so much.
Any other comments or? Okay, please call the roll.
Peter Angry.
Aye.
Andre Bailey.
Aye.
Margaret Franklin.
Aye.
Yesli Vega.
Aye.
Kalai Kandasamy.
Aye.
Kim Short.
Yes.
Monica Gary.
Aye.
Pamela Sabeski.
Aye.
Jeanette Richel.
Yes.
Lori Hayes.
Aye.
Todd Horsley.
Yes.
George Parker.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, that motion is approved.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Okay, moving into chairman's time. We have a very important day coming up for us all, and that day is June 2nd. Not because that's our board meeting, but because that's my birthday. No, it's actually because it's our board meeting. But what we have to do is have a discussion here about moving that board meeting to June 9th. And as you recall, we were gonna take this show on the road down to the conference, Virginia Transit Association conference, but we didn't get enough folks to have a quorum. So while we have an opportunity for many of us to still go down as commissioners and staff to go down for a lot of training opportunity, we want to hold that conference, but move the PRTC meeting from June 2nd to June 9th. So I'm hoping I can get a motion that we will want to move that to the 9th and then go into discussion, a motion with the 2nd, of course, and then get into discussions about anything you want to talk about. So can I get a motion to move PRTC board meeting from June 2nd to June 9th?
Second.
All right, there we go. We have a motion been properly seconded. Okay, any discussion?
Yep, as Chair of VRE, I know we do have some items that we do need a quorum from to get approval from PRTC. So I don't think we have an opinion about which date is on, as long as there's a quorum on whichever date that we choose.
I know that both me and Dr. Frazier are on another committee locally that does meet on the 9th. Now, maybe one of us can peel off from that. And one can stay with that other committee. That would be the only thing.
And I will say that I know staff has done a wonderful job in making sure there were no high school graduations as we looked at that date for the 9th, because that's the time for all of that. So we have looked at that. If there's anything we missed, please let us know. But that seems to be the clear date that we can move to that had minimal conflict. Yes, ma'am.
So in light of that, would a different time work better?
Well,
Because we're changing
the other
the
meeting is at 6.
Okay.
In the evening, so. I mean, I don't know if we need to, Spotsy needs to be here to make the quorum, or
That would,
would be
Okay.
okay
I
with.
don't think so, if we otherwise have enough jurisdictions. We would love to have responsibility here, I don't want to say.
And I don't want to speak for
No, but I
Dr.
think for
Frazier,
quorum,
but
it should
she
be
may
fine
be
for
able to.
everybody else.
Should we pull the seat for that?
For the 9th, yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't get.
If you want
Sorry,
to
we
poll to
should
see.
poll to see if we would have enough people available tonight.
You're sure you can do that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's in the room, so who's not in the room, like, show of hands, or do we do the show of hands of folks that can be able to attend the PRTC meeting on 9 June versus 2 June?
Or our alternate, right?
Or alternate, yes, and we have many alternates, so we could definitely make that work as well.
You got a quorum.
Yes, just based on
Yes.
this, we would have a
Okay.
quorum.
All right, call the roll. Oh, yeah, no, sorry.
And then I'm assuming that if for whatever reason there is not a quorum, the chair will be notified and you all will make the additional arrangements to make sure that we have a quorum.
Christine will be beating the bushes and all.
Yes.
of you.
That was great. Thank you. VRE just needs a quorum, that's all.
Yes, all right, okay, any more discussion? Okay.
Victor Angry.
Aye.
Andrea Bailey.
Aye.
Margaret Franklin.
Aye.
Yes, Vega.
Aye.
Talai Kandasamy. Kim Short.
Yes.
Monica Gary.
Aye.
Pamela Sabeski.
Aye.
Jeanette Richel.
Yes.
Lori Hayes. Todd Horsley.
Yes.
George Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, that motion is approved.
Thank you, ma'am. I would lastly like to just give you this quote from Carolyn, who just said it. They left in good spirits. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinco de Mayo, and I do believe we're gonna have the record-breaking time. Oh, we got him, he's here, yes. Okay, we have our driver.
Commissioner and guests, this is Eugene James. He did place 3rd in the state rodeo. And now again. Take a picture of both of you.
Oh, I was gonna say that, great minds. do that. So can I ask a question though, like, what was the experience of going from a diesel bus to an electric bus? And how was that challenge? I saw those cones. Y'all was like very now, there's that, I drive fire trucks and that was some
It was
pretty
amazing.
creative driving that I
It
saw.
was a difference between night and day. It was amazing. I liked it.
I believe it was the steering.
Yeah, the steering was a little stiff, but driving it was so smooth. I mean, smoother than most cars. It was
I
amazing.
see electric buses in our future.
It's got a little bit more.
My
power.
sentiments exactly, but did you like it or did you like it a lot?
I liked it a lot.
Oh,
It takes some time to get used to, but I liked it a lot.
congratulations.
Well, congratulations, yes.
Can we
Yes.
step over there and so I can take a picture?
Yes.
Come this way.
Right, you're.
Oh, yeah, come on, that's a nice shot. Come on.
And I can take a picture, Sue. How about you jump in there?
Oh,
Since you were, you over here in the middle.
We're gonna put you in the middle.
We know you're just trying to deflect so that you don't have to be.
Hey, Pam, watching you.
Not that I'm taller.
All right.
That's nice.
I'm just taking a bunch because it's.
That's good. You find that best one in there, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, listen. See that? It's cowboy. It's cowboy guy right there.
I thought about taking it off.
Sorry. Cowboy. All right, so moving on. We're good. Okay, moving on to other business, commissioner's time. I'm gonna go around the room. Commissioner's time.
Pass.
Pass.
Two quick things to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, we need this.
That, last Wednesday, the Senate Finance and Appropriations Committee that I sit on, vice chair of, and that committee voted 12-3 against the gas tax holiday for 3 months. There was absolutely unanimity and opposition to the proposal. You had the business community, you had the unions, you had the environmentalists, you had the road pavers, you had the transit companies, everybody came together on that. And it was great to see people working together to do what was in the best interest of Virginia rather than somebody's pocket somewhere. So that was heartening to do. So we took care of that issue there. And I'm one of 3 people who've been putting together the budget for the Commonwealth. We're a little behind, about 2 months behind right now, but we should be done this by the end of this month. And it's going to be a great budget that will provide a lot of benefits to the people of Virginia and to the governments, school boards and county, city governments there. So I can't wait till we have it done so we can show it off. So
Yeah, so many of others can't wait. But seriously, thank you for that update, because that was very important. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pass.
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 Actually, I'll say, I have to say this, I cannot believe that we're gonna get out of here within 30 minutes, and I was never able to do that as chair, so I'm salty about salty. I thought about, throwing a couple of roadblocks in. but-
He put things in such good order, that's why he's able to do
Exactly,
this.
so, but.
Look at him looking all sick.
That's all I have to say.
feeling like she's doing wrong.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
And I just want to say, thank you for the delicious macaroni and cheese. That was
I said, okay.
Yeah.
That's very good.
But in all seriousness, it's not about the time, our time here is valuable. We do great work. That was a very important update.
Yeah.
I will say that those 2 Cinco de Mayo, like whatever you're getting into this evening, please be safe, What an important day, special day. Buses are free. They've always been free. So. That's all of that, okay. But so, with that being said, motion to adjourn?
Second.
Okay. Do we need a roll call on that?
You do not.
That's it. We're out of there. This- You said yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right.
Thank you for
I know my partner is just off for about 1 staff.